Hi, this is Project Spark Game Mechanics. We're working on Fortnite and today I'm going to show you how to do a shrinking play area with a storm front. So let's show you what I built. So we have our play area here and you can see our storm front is right out on the outskirts of our play area, just beyond where I've drawn in my land. And I've got a timer going over at the top. And that storm front is gradually coming my way. You can just about see that come in. There it goes. And now I'm in the storm front and I'm being damaged. Quickly run into the area that is not in the storm front. And I'm fine again. And now it's zooming back in. I think I might be safe in this area here. There we go, it's shrunk down to the smallest it's going to be, which is 10. And you can see the storm front all around me. And if I was to step back out into it, it's going to damage me. So, there we go. So let's have a look and see how that's done. Okay, this logic cube here is going to be the centre of our storm front. And obviously you can move this around using code as much as you like. You'd have positions all over your map. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to leave it where it is and it's just going to shrink down and down and down, smaller and smaller onto this area. Right, so look inside the logic cube and see the code. Okay, so at the top I'm going to display our game time, and this is the time that I'm going to use to determine when my storm front is going to shrink. We've got a round number. This will determine how much it's going to shrink. What it's going to shrink to, and the radius is the amount of shrinkage for the storm front. This is the storm front. What it looks like, that black and blue version. That's Spark Vision. So you go show Spark Vision, which is part of the World Properties wedge on your wheel, and Spark Region Radius is a modifier, and we want to change that by the radius number variable that we've created. When that game time is 10 seconds, or 20 seconds, or 36, so every 10 seconds, so we're using modulo for that, so when 10 equals 0, so every 10 seconds, we're going to increment our round. Now obviously you can change this to be as fast as you like, and have it so it happens every 2 or 3 minutes or whatever, so you would increase that number, but for the purposes of this demonstration I'm going to change it every 10 seconds. So we're going to increment a round number. We're going to start that radius off at 100, so it's outside my play area, and then round equals 1. When it gets to round 1, we're going to say until the radius equals 50, we're going to decrease the radius by 0.5. So again, you can change this number to a much smaller number so that the storm front moves much slower than I've got it doing. But make sure that you use a number that is going to create 50. So because if you use an odd number, it's never going to get to 50 and you're going to have a problem. And it's going to carry on reducing that radius, so you don't want it to do that. When the round equals 2, we're going to get it shrunk down to 25. When it gets to 3, it gets shrunk down to 15, and when it's round 4 or any more rounds after that, it's going to shrink down to the smallest space, which is the 10. And that's it for the cube. And then in our player, it says if the distance to the logic cube is greater than the logic cube's radius, then every second we're going to damage our player by 5 points. And that is the damage that you see the storm creating on your player. And that is it. It's a relatively simple thing, using Spark Vision to create a shrinking Fortnite style storm front. So there you go, you can play about with that. You can't change Spark Vision's colours, unfortunately. Blue and black is all you're going to get. You could put a filter, which I'll show you in Project Spark, Alphabet V will show you how to put a colour filter in front of the camera so that you can change the colours that way, but otherwise black and blue is all you're fixed with for this type of visual effect. So I hope that was useful to you. That was Fortnite game mechanics in Project Spark. Thanks for watching and keep sparking.